my name is Carol Dreisen. I'm a COPE member of SEIU 10-1 for a long time, and in October of 2019, COPE took a vote to oppose the Howard Terminal project, and I've opposed it ever since. And I think it's very telling that when they do the mock-ups of the port project, it looks like a park, and in the very corner of it there's a couple of cranes, as though there were some kind of a decoration, like a monument to here is the dead Port of Oakland. So this will destroy the Port of Oakland. There's no way that this kind of thing. Plus, I pay taxes in the city of Oakland. We're still paying for the Coliseum, and the amount of money they want the people of Oakland to pay for the infrastructure, which is going to be logistically impossible to assure the safety of people going to these games. I mean, this whole thing, I'm opposed to it. So that's all I have to say right now.
The city of Oakland has spent millions of dollars, the port, and trying to get the stadium here. What's behind it? I mean, it seems like the feasibility of it is that money.
What else? They're going along with this billionaire who's too cheap to even have a decent baseball team. He's not Lacob. He is too cheap to even pay for decent players in his own team. He has totally screwed the season ticket holders. I mean, there's just one thing after another. It's just appalling.
And he has got support from the building trades, Alameda Building Trades, and
I'm a delegate to the Labor Council. All the building trades, everybody is, and Liz Ortega is totally. They're in this. I've been opposed to it from when they first brought it up in 2019.
What do you think about $850 million of our tax money going to something like a Coliseum?
Well, the Coliseum. You mean something like the Coliseum or the Coliseum?
A new Coliseum.
What am I talking about? I'm opposed to it. I'm a taxpayer.
Good afternoon. My name is Brandon Dawkins, Brandon, last name Dawkins. And I just wanted to talk a few minutes about gentrification and the impact on the African American community in West Oakland. As we know that, that the Oakland A's, wants to build a, ballpark here at Howard Terminal. However, just the impact of gentrification in our communities and the privatization of, public land, that we are against that as a community. And, we are asking that, if they plan to build here, that they have some community benefits that they pay, and that they also, give, the community, first dibs. However, the public land should not just be freely given to billionaires. We have that too much going on in Oakland, and what's going on right now is pushing long-term Oakland residents outside of Oakland. And the jobs that they claim to give, the Oaklanders, cannot even afford to live here off of the jobs that they plan on giving. So we stand against privatization of public land, and we also stand against privatization of public schools. The destruction that will happen behind closing Oakland Unified School District schools is going to damage a lot of communities. It's going to damage a lot of families. So we stand against that. And I stand here with my brothers and sisters in labor and teachers in the rest of the community say that we stand against the privatization of public land. Thank you.
Thank you. We have one other speaker here from SEIU 1021. And SEIU 1021 is the largest local in the Alameda Labor Council. And this is Carol Dreisen, who's a retired member of SEIU 1021's Committee on Political Education, COPE, and was part of it when it approved a position against the Howard Terminal and condominium project.
Okay, in October of 2019, my union came, ILWU came to the union to talk to us about the Howard Terminal project, and we voted to oppose it. ILWU, we agreed with what they said. We liked what they said. I personally agree with what they said because I'm also a delegate to the Labor Council, and I was watching how they were building up and all the people from the building trades, and they were really pushing this project. But this project will kill the Port of Oakland. It's going to kill the Port of Oakland, and I think it's very telling that when they show the mock-ups to this project, it's in a park. It's not in the middle of a port, and then they have the nerve to put two little cranes on the side of it as though it's some kind of a memorial to here was the Port of Oakland, now deceased. So, I mean, I really think it's appalling, and it's appalling to take the resources that we need for a billionaire who's too cheap to even have good players on his team. He's too cheap to build it. He's not he's gotten rid of everybody that's any good, but he thinks he's going to put a project for rich people in the middle of the Port of Oakland, which is the economic engine for the city of Oakland. Right. And we employ thousands of people here with good union jobs. There is absolutely no reason for this. There's no reason for the priorities being so skewed in this city. This is supposed to be a progressive city. So I stand with ILWU, and I stand absolutely opposed to this port, which will kill the Port of Oakland. B.K.
White, he's a president of the United Steel Workers Local 5, which is on strike right now in Richmond.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here and stand with you guys. We're on strike now in Richmond, but we stand with labor always, and labor stands with the people. We're here opposing any closing of any schools in Oakland. We stand with the students. The teachers always stand with the teachers, the community. And we see this has played out before, where the money affects the working class community and then blame us for the plight that we have and the struggles that we have. And if we allow this to happen, this is just the rich, once again, exploiting us as the working people. That's right. We'll always be here with you guys. It's a travesty if we let this happen. If we stand by and let this happen. We've seen in the last 10 years that the big money making decisions and looking at a future that does not include us. And that's exactly what this is. Yeah. This is a money grab for them. This is to enrich their pockets, leave us behind, and the only time we'll make the news is when something bad happens. But you've stopped our education and essentially stop our people from having an opportunity to live a better life. So we're here for you, the steel workers, and I am an Oakland resident, so this really strikes home to me. And I know how much teachers have influenced, impacted, and made my life better. So I didn't want to take up too much of your time. I just want to say solidarity, and we love you guys.
Solidarity.
Okay. We've been on strike since March the 21st. We've been negotiating since January the 4th. It's been a rough negotiation, but we have a lot of solid women and men that we lean upon each other, and it encourages us to keep going. Very little movement's been made, but we're a resolute group. We just want a better standard of living. We know that the 1% has really prospered during COVID. I don't know how that happened, but they really did, and it's been on our backs. And we're not going to get rich out there. We want better health care. I think everyone in the United States can understand that. We want better health care. We want some respect, right? We want to be able to provide better for our families and for our kids, and that they don't have to go down the road that we had to get here and maybe be exposed to some of the chemicals and stuff that we on a daily. So we're fighting. They're trying to wait us out. It's a big money industry, and they're trying to, bring a lot of pain on my members by having us go without a paycheck. But like I said, we're resolute in what we do. The solidarity's there, and I can never be prouder of a bunch of people that I work with. Thank you.
So the ILWU every year, we celebrate what we consider the Labor Day of the United States, which is May 1st, in our opinion and in workers' opinion. The September Labor Day was a Labor Day that was invented by capitalists in this country to distract from the real Labor Day. So every year we celebrate Labor Day on May 1st. This year, May 1st falls on a Sunday. So the Local 10 membership decided to schedule our annual celebration of May Day to be in solidarity with the teachers. We will be holding our regularly scheduled union meeting on the day shift on April 29th. where we'll be joining the teachers and the community down here at Oscar Grant Plaza for a rally and a march. I just want to be clear with something. The SLAP organization understands that this is not about the Oakland A's as a baseball team. We don't have anything against the baseball team, Oakland A's. I'm pretty sure that the majority of us are Oakland A's fans. We enjoy the baseball games. This is about the ownership of the Oakland A's and the ownership of KIP, which is an organization that controls charter schools here in the Bay Area. The problem we have is that KIP, along with the Oakland A's, are owned by the same family, the Fisher family. Okay? And then there's a push to close public schools, to turn them into charter schools, to privatize the schools. At the same time, there's a push to privatize port property, which is badly needed to move cargo and to get supplies to the public here. So we want to make absolutely clear what we're doing. Now, not just in this area, but all across the country, there seems to be the situation where elected public officials are not starting, in my opinion, they've been doing it, but not listening to working people. Okay? Big money is controlling the decisions that our elected officials are making on behalf of working people. So there has to be some type of uprising to intersect that. Okay, so SLAP is an organization. We have gotten together to unite working people from all different unions, from all different communities, to have a voice in our own name. That is very important, to put pressure on elected officials, even elected labor officials, to do the right thing by the public and by the people who've elected them and put them in the positions that they're in. So this is what we're about.